What more can you tell me about Cal and the Knicks?
So, Zubin, Cal reached out through intermediaries to the Knicks to express interest in the Knicks presidency. At this point, the Knicks do not have interest in hiring Cal as team president. I would think if Cal were brought in, presumably he would want to coach as well. Of course, Jeff Hornacek is under contract for the next 2 seasons as Knicks head coach, and the Knicks fired Phil Jackson a couple of days ago. Right now, GM Steve Mills is running the show. He's expected to run things through free agency for New York as they sort things out with their presidency search.
Interesting. We'll keep our eyes on it. It had been said for a long time that Cal, if he ever did leave Lexington and the NBA factory he's creating there to actually go to the NBA, he would have to have tremendous power, and obviously no better place than to be the president of one of the NBA's flagship franchises. Before I let you go, Mills, for the moment, the interim, worked with Jackson, longtime executive with the Knicks, and second tenure there, in fact. But in general, what can you tell me about this Knicks presidency opening just in totality?
So the Knicks do have interest in Masai Ujiri from Toronto, but I don't think things are as far down the road as some people have suggested. You know, things are obviously fluid at the moment, but I do know also that Sam Presti from OKC has been mentioned internally as a potential candidate. Clearly, with both Ujiri and Presti, the Knicks would need to offer some compensation to either the Thunder or the Raptors to pry either man from his contract. And I think that's a big issue for the Knicks because they don't want to give up a first-round pick at this point because they know they're rebuilding. They know how valuable those first-round picks are. You know, there were a couple reports that Isaiah Thomas was a candidate for the job, but he went on Twitter and said he is not interested in the Knicks job at this point in time. And also, I would expect if the Knicks didn't get anywhere with Ujiri, they didn't get anywhere with Presti, I would expect them to kick the tires on ex-Cavs GM David Griffin just to gauge his interest and see if they could gain any traction there. He seems to me like an obvious candidate.